said that a teenager knocked on the wrong door at his own apartment complex. Now he's dead.
The teenager had just moved to the apartment off Fairburn Road. Channel 2's Lauren Posen reports in Southwest Atlanta on why the accused shooter's family says he fired in self-defense.
He has 5 kids. He was literally protecting his family. Their truck has been stolen this week. Right now, that's all they're trying to do is protect their family.
Michaela Johnson didn't want us to show her face, but says she's the cousin of 32-year-old Daryl Bynes. He's charged in killing 19-year-old Omarian Banks at the Retreat Apartments off Fairburn Road. This young woman, who also didn't want us to show her face, says she heard the gunshots.
I seen him running around the corner, and all you heard was him saying, "I'm sorry, it was the wrong door."
Police say who she saw was Banks, who lived at this apartment complex with his girlfriend. Banks had just been dropped off by Lyft. This is where the Lyft driver dropped off the victim right here. But the victim actually lived here, and you can see how similar these buildings look. Banks had just called his girlfriend, saying he was pulling up and to open the door, but he ended up at Bynes' door.
So he pleaded for his life. He was like, "Hold on, I'm sorry. And the dude shot him.
Police say Bynes shot the teen from his balcony as he was coming down the stairs trying to get away. Johnson says her cousin only fired at Banks in self-defense. Bynes is expected to go before a judge tomorrow in a jail courtroom. In Southwest Atlanta, Lauren Posen, Channel 2 Action News.
Fired into an apartment building in Southwest Atlanta, and it was a really close call for one woman who almost had a bullet in her head. Today's Denise Dillon spoke with that woman, got a first-hand look at the damage left behind.
What'd you hear? Do, 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 do. And I just hit the floor.
The sound of gunfire tore through the Eagles Nest Apartments on Landrum Road in Southwest Atlanta.
The front door up there, it was busted but shot up. The mirror on my dresser was busted up. Bullet went clean through my closet, tore up clothes.
Carolyn Thrasher's granddaughter was asleep when a bullet came so close to her head it tore out her hair extensions.
A sleeping cap, the sleep cap, holes all in it. Where the bullet went there and took her hair out with the sleeping cap on her head.
It's really close, which again, really emphasizes the danger of this.
Atlanta police found more than 40 shell casings in the parking lot in front of Building 29.
There were 2 different calibers of rounds recovered. We recovered 5.56 caliber, which is usually associated with a longer type of gun, and then we also recovered some 40 caliber casings, which are usually associated with like a handgun.
17 bullets went into this apartment. 1 came through the bedroom wall. Another went through the bathroom wall and into the shower. Residents are nervous. Carolyn Thrasher has trouble sleeping. She can't stop thinking about the bullets that came much too close to her granddaughter.
It's just terrifying right now. I sleep on the floor. I can't sleep in my bed.
Denise Dillon for Good Day Atlanta.
Good morning, my faithful, loyal YouTube subscribers. Today it is Saturday, March 30th. The year is 2019. This story to me about this 19-year-old kid who got out of an Uber cab. Lyft was dropped off at his girlfriend's apartment. Accidentally walked up and knocked on the wrong door, and he was killed by his neighbor, who took it upon himself to shoot and kill this young man who was leaving the door and apologized for knocking on the wrong door. This man put out a gun and shot this young man dead, only 19 years of age. The man who did the shooting is the father of 5 children. As to why he made the decision to shoot this 19-year-old kid dead is still, I don't understand this. And they've charged him with murder. Have you ever accidentally made the mistake of knocking on the wrong door? Or have you ever come home and accidentally made the mistake of even going to the wrong apartment? I have, on numerous occasions in apartments that I've lived in. As to why that man felt it was necessary to shoot that young man, I just don't understand why anyone would do that. What would be the purpose of this? Shoot and kill this young man for no reason other than him knocking at the wrong door. I find it's just heartbreaking. Ooh. There's no way anyone can defend this man's actions in what he did, shooting that young man dead like that. Because that just was not called for. I'm trying to find an article to read it, some of the highlights of it. This is one of the reasons why it disturbs me to live in predominantly black apartment complexes, and I've lived in apartment complexes that were predominantly black, and they tend to be, it's like living in the Wild Wild West. And they're dangerous for your health, your children. They're saying that this man's truck was stolen a week ago. Okay, does that give you the right to shoot someone for knocking on your door? To shoot them dead as they're walking away? They said the man begged for his life. This teenage kid was begging for his life, said, man, I'm sorry, I'm at the wrong door, I'm at the wrong door. As he was going up to the apartment after he got dropped off by the Lyft driver, he was on FaceTime with his girlfriend, the 19-year-old kid. He was on FaceTime with his girlfriend, and he just went to the wrong door. Went to the wrong door and was literally, shot dead. And I just think it's sad that this man made that decision to do that, to shoot that boy dead just because he knocked on his door. And we've seen incidents like this around the country where someone knocks on somebody's door and they're greeted with a hell of bullets. And I just don't understand why this man made this decision. And he's going to pay for it, but he's going to pay for it by spending probably the rest of his life in prison. Or some time in prison. Here's the article. The boy was only 19 years old. His name was Omarian Banks. He was shot and killed after knocking on the wrong apartment door. Wrong apartment door. Gosh, everyone could make that mistake. It was the wrong door. And it was 12:30 in the morning at the Retreat apartment complex on Fairburn Road in Southwest Atlanta. You could pay me $1 million to live down there in Southwest Atlanta. I ain't doing it. Police say Banks and his girlfriend had just moved to the apartment, and Banks was not familiar with the area. He went to what he thought was his apartment upstairs to the left, but he was at the wrong door. Banks was using FaceTime to talk with his girlfriend when he knocked on the door. He had called ahead and let her know, hey, I'm coming in there to open up the door. Shortly after he began to walk away from the door, that's when police say the man inside, Daryl Barnes, 32, grabbed a gun, went onto his balcony to confront Banks. Police say after a short conversation, Banks shot the teenager. People said, the eyewitnesses heard him say, sorry, I'm at the wrong house. Then the man said, no, you not, nigga. You at the right house. And he shot him two times. Another witness told a similar story. I see him running around the corner, and all you hear him say is, I am sorry, it was the wrong door. A neighbor told Channel 2's Lauren Pozon. He said, you ain't come to the wrong door, and shot him a third time. And I saw him drop to the ground. Banks initially told police he shot Banks in self-defense, but officers say he shot the teen from his balcony as Banks was coming down the stairs trying to get away. Now, I still don't understand as to why this man, when they got that gun. And I can imagine the comments from y'all. White people do this and white people do that, and they get away with this and they get away with that, and blah, 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 blah. The ignorance of these niggas. This is a 19-year-old child that didn't even deserve to die. He hadn't lived his entire life. They charged this man with murder, and he's being held at the Fulton County Jail. His family member said he is an innocent father. He has 5 kids. He was protecting his family. His truck was stolen earlier this week. Right now, he was just trying to protect his family. Protect his family from a man knocking at the door? The man knocked. He wasn't kicking in the door. He just knocked. Little small, little skinny. I'm going to show y'all a little picture of this little skinny 19-year-old kid that lost his life because this man made the decision to kill him for no reason. I just don't understand it. That's why I stay out of black neighborhoods. I stay out of those areas. I don't want to be nothing. I can't go around because it's just ridiculous. You can't go around there. You can't go around those areas that are too deadly and they're just too dangerous. And just by knocking on the wrong door, you can lose your life. But bullets, in these black neighborhoods, the bullets just fly too often. The bullets are flying all over the place in these black neighborhoods. You couldn't pay me to live one of the neighborhoods. And, everybody's like, in some of these neighborhoods, the rents are more affordable. But look what you pay. Look what you might lose your life fooling around with them ignorant ass niggas. Hell no, I can't do it. I don't care what the rent costs, but sometimes you better off paying a higher rent to get away from that element. I'm just trying to understand the logic of grabbing your gun and shooting somebody for knocking on your door. He wasn't trying to break into the apartment. But I can imagine a lot of you all are going to come up with every reason, excuse why this man, to excuse this man's malicious, negligent behavior, reckless in behavior, firing bullets in an apartment complex where other people could possibly be around. Witnesses saw this. The man was leaving. He was at the wrong door. Wrong apartment. And you're going to justify this shooting someone. If you want to live, and you want your family members to live, and you want to live a normal life, one thing you must do is get out of these deadly nigga neighborhoods. That's ASAP. We cannot live in these neighborhoods with these ignorant, deadly niggas. The bullets fly too often. They don't give a damn about nobody's life. This man has 5 children. He should have known better. If he felt concerned for his children's life, he should have picked up the phone and called 911 and stood inside of his home. And had that man came into his house and threatened like a home invasion or something, that's something different. But I think I would have stood inside my house instead of going out on the balcony and shooting somebody dead. He went out on the balcony, the man was leaving, he shot down and killed the man. He didn't shoot him in his living room. Can't go around these deadly niggas. They're too dangerous. And they're just too dangerous. And they don't care about anybody's life. Especially Here we go. Everybody keeps screaming black on black crime don't exist. But when I look through these news articles, and as the longer I live here in Atlanta, the vast majority of crimes are basically black on blacks. Black people harming and killing each other. Black people robbing, shooting, carjacking, and killing each other. But no, you don't want to bring that up. God forbid the thought. Welcome to Niggerville, y'all. Where your life don't mean nothing to anybody. Your family members, your children, you can't live in those areas. You have to go someplace where you can live someplace safe. Someplace that you can live safe. You have to go someplace where you can live safe. Your children can live safe. That you can safely get in and out of your home. And if you just so happen to knock on the wrong door, the neighbor will greet you and say, hey, let's go. And here's a funny problem in apartments for many years. And I've had people knock on my door, the wrong door, and I open up the door, and they say, oh, I'm at the wrong door. Actually, I had one guy come into my house. I'll never forget this. Many years ago, me and since we were having a get-together, and somebody knocked the door, we opened up the door, and he came on in and sat down on the couch and everything, and I thought he was one of their friends. They thought he was my friend. We all just sitting there chilling and stuff. He was like, well, so-and-so here? I said, who? I said, where? Who are you looking for? He said, oh, so-and-so. Is this apartment so-and-so? I said, no. We all just kind of bust out laughing. We laughed about it. He got up, shook my hand, and left me. I'm sorry about that. So I said, it's cool. You can come back. We playing cards down here later on. If you want to, come back this time. But you need to go up a few instead of down. He came to the wrong apartment. That's how you greet your neighbors at the wrong door. All that man just walk to that door and say, who is it? Yeah, it's so-and-so here. Man, this is an apartment. What apartment are you going to be looking for? This could have been resolved very easily. What apartment you looking for? I'm looking for 1A. Oh, man, this is 2A. You live in 1A? The next day they could have met, laughed. Going about life. But this didn't have to end tragically like this. It just didn't. It's to a point now at nighttime in Atlanta, I'm very leery about going out. I went to the gym, left the gym late last night. And I was in that Mercedes and I left the gym and got something. I'm coming down Ponce. And as I'm coming down Ponce, there's a car on my ass. Flying on my ass. I get over the lane. So he didn't even pass. He gets over behind me. So I'm like, okay, what is going on here? So I get back over. The car speeds back in the slow lane. And I'm thinking, and the man was on my ass, literally, in some raggedy pickup truck, some black guy. And I see these guys, and I had my windows down. When he flew by, all I smelled was weed. I said, niggas, that scent. Damn marijuana. Smelling that damn car, so he's high as a damn cloud. Please hope they don't get his ass for wherever he's going. It is frightening. But I'm not out late. And I was home. That was about 10 something. Because I was going to stop and do something. I left the gym, got something to eat. And I was going to stop and do something. And I changed my mind. And I decided to come home to the house and put my car in the garage. And I was like, let me get my ass onto this house. Let me get my ass on into this house. These niggas is deadly in Atlanta. And I don't want to be the next person on the news. Some of you live in a fantasy world about our community and how we harm each other. You're so busy pointing to the white folks thinking that they're your enemy. No. Many of our enemies look just like us. We are so many times our own enemy. There's no need to open your door, walk out on the balcony, and begin firing away at a little skinny teenage kid. You could have just called 911 if you felt that there was some harm going on. If you felt something was dangerous happening, I would have just called 911 and stood by my door just in case somebody kicked in the door. Well, then, you have a right to shoot and make a deadly shoot, or as the police call it, a good killing, or a good shoot. Now, that man that kicked in that door and came into that unit, then he could have fired and shot. But he just knocked and then walked away because he realized he was at the wrong unit. Anyway, this kind of sad me. I hate when these teenage kids lose their lives by something like this. Man who did the shooting was 32 years of age. You would think he would have known better, but I don't know the answers to that. And the other video, the apartment complex shot up. Once again, another apartment complex shot up by somebody over 40, and you can't live in those areas. You cannot live in these black neighborhoods. You'd be better off in a double wide way out in the country someplace. You'd be better off taking your chance of a tornado sweeping through there, knocking over that double wide, than living in Atlanta amongst these deadly niggas. I am dead ass serious. I can't live amongst these deadly niggas. It's just they're too deadly. They don't care. Anyway, if you like my videos, click like, share them with family members and friends. I'm out of here today. It is Saturday. It's March 30th, the year 2019. Y'all get out and enjoy your Saturday.